Hello, favorite Mr. Who reviews. And everyone, after last I murdered the bounty hunter and the tea brewer. And yeah, this is the second short story in the Fire Nation trilogy. The first one being Azula and the Spirit Temple, and the third, Ashes of the Academy. And this one focuses on Iroh and June, the bounty hunter. And I think it's probably a decent. This shows that are still working or being the manager of the Jasmine Dragon in Bossing Say. Yeah, some the travelers come by and yeah, they like to tea our game, but they just want to be the person to help save the Avatar, help the Avatar save the world. I want to hear some Iroh's stories, but he's trying to put that parasite behind him and just focusing on his tea work. Then there's the other guy trying to get him to leave because he knows he was once said Dragon of the West, and Arnold does try to calm down and try to get him to come in to sit down and drink some tea, but he refuses. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention he has a employee named Fang, I think is her name. Mm. But the travelers and Fang do defend Iroh even if he didn't ask for it, but I don't think he needs it. But mm. You just saw that some people can't really path behind and think that that's a team for this story. Yeah, I found yourself that I ordered their shipment of tea is a bit low, or their supplies a bit low since their shipments have really come in and bring some problems. And or says he's gonna investigate it, but then he runs into June when he's locking up, and even though he tells him that there's a bout on his head, he just wants to chit chat. Yeah, to get into a bit of fight and get locked down. Yeah, turn out bring them to this place where bounty hunters kind of get some good jobs. And these be a Fire Nation settlement. And I just act like a kid asking June where they're going, who hired her, but wouldn't say anything until he starts singing. Oh god. And yeah, he run into some of the June's old associates, and June said he used to be the Viper bats, but since the Earth King put in some new laws, they're actually bringing in other bounty hunters. Um, and June does fight him off, and he's in a bit of trouble. So Iroh and June's mole, Hopro, and he tells Iroh that this person in charge of a tea cartel put the bounty on him, and yet she actually goes a little bit into her backstory, saying that her and her dad used to travel around the world, taking bounties, and there's a flashback when she's a kid, and yeah, her mother was a thief, and her father was a Earth Kingdom guard, but he actually fell in love uh, with her, and they're both just stealing from their kingdom, who they think are getting have gone greedy. Yeah, I'm guessing something bad happened to the mother, since in a flashback, some Earth Kingdom soldiers found him, and the mother was there trying to defend him as the dad and June tried to run. But yeah, let's guess him. Yeah, June said her dad did have principles, like they didn't work for any like one nation. or anything that seemed like corrupt or anything like that. Just looking out for the little guy. And yeah, they do get to their destination, and there's a lot of like hardworking criminals there. June actually finds one or other friend named Fan, and her bounty hunter group has retired and working on a farm. And as he gave June and Iroh some stuff like uh, a lamb pack wool scarf and some fruit and tea, and they but Iroh sees the tea they're selling there. They get like the place is also like a way to get black market tea leaves, and it's just like a kid again. And yeah, and does have spoilers at this point. So if you haven't read this, I've been out for a few years. I don't know why I wasn't if you haven't, but yeah, sure. The guy in charge of the tea cartel is an ex Fire Nation soldier, and he is a part of a group that was infiltrate uh, enemy strongholds and just blend in. And yeah, he was there at the cheese of Bossing Say, the same one that Iroh lost Lu Fang or Lu Tang. I would say his son. Yeah, let's say that. And yeah, Iroh thought that the guy was dead, but yeah, it turns out his comrades war, and the guy wanted revenge on the Iroh because he felt like Iroh betrayed him, or just fell back because when the Fire Nation was to get a big victory. And he does, but Iroh does try to pause. He even said they did send a message to the guys' group saying they got to retreat, but it seemed like message didn't get to him. And he does say that after his son died, he started seeing things a lot different. And they like the panel that shows him in like a dark void when he talked about losing his son. Yeah, I don't know. And yeah, the guy wants to imprison Iroh and torture him since when Iroh says he'll do anything for the guy's forgiveness, and the guy wants him to take his own life. You know. And Jim was questioning why the guy wanted to do this since the person that Iroh was isn't around anymore, and but he still takes the money that the guy promised her. She showed up again or that she visited fans at farm, and after talking to her for a while, she decided to hire fan or group for one last job to break Iroh out. I think it's seen it's good, but maybe she could also thought that her dad wouldn't stand for something like this, like sort of an innocent person being the tortured for a past crime that wasn't that much of a crime, but whatever. And yeah, they able to infiltrate the tea cartel, and Doomsday break Arrow out as when she uses her llama pack scarf and medicine to Arrow that's flammable. And yeah, they does also fight guys are the tea cartel once he escapes, but Arrow gets the uh, the final blow, and yeah, and June just think what to do since he's gonna retire as a bounty hunter, and and Iris as a fan, and her group be like the new suppliers for the tea and that the at the at the place. I think it's called Dakaki. And And yeah, and then it gets to 6 months later, and Iroh's business is still booming with all the tea. And throughout June became like a hit, his supplier. Like he's going around the world, finding some tea to give to Iroh and that, and they actually share a cup at the end of this. And yeah, I think it's good if I would like guess say with some of the three Fire Nation soldiers or Fire Nation stories would be my favorite. I think I'll put Ashes of the Academy 1, the Battle Hunter Tiber 2, and Azula and the Spirit Temple 3. I don't think it's bad, but I don't know if the one with Azula was at the end needed, since this is like an open ended, not zone. If what he's gonna be doing, or if he did get to rule New Kingdom or whatever, but whatever. And yeah, and I was so glad that in this, I actually apologized for the way he had treated June when they first met in season 1. Yeah, he was wondering that respectful towards time, but hmm. And I wanted to go do something similar to this in the Netflix Avatar, but you know, and you would think that there'd still be bounty hunters out there, since I'm sure there's a lot of other people that want to find, like, put money on finding people want to like in prison or something, or maybe the Fire Night or Duke will put bounty on the followers of Ozai or something, or the stranglers from that, but whatever, or maybe on Azula, but don't know. The other thing that the chemistry between Iroh and June was pretty good, and I think the writer recaptured the way the characters act in the anime. I think, or not anime, the cartoon version of the anime. And mm, awesome. Yeah, and I can't believe there's a llama Paka. I don't know where to come up with the ideas, and the group called it the Viper Bats. Yeah, so some of the names for the group is are pretty good, but I don't know if any else things up, but mm, whatever. And what else? I just wonder how Zuko would react if Iroh ever told him about his events with June, but don't know. Anyway, just remember to like, comment, subscribe, and share the video and any other video that you watch of mine with whomever you want. And yeah, talk about my community tab. I inform people that are or aren't subscribed to me when my videos are up, and notice polls my interest in voting on. But it's okay. And yeah, take that. I'll see you guys later.